Hey, good afternoon, folks. How you all doing? Kunal here, Bulls on Wall Street. Happy New Year. Hope everybody had a wonderful day and are ready to get to work. Some slight weakness to start off the new year. We had a couple down days in a row. Really, Thursday seemed like a little bit more ugly, where we actually saw some selling in the indices, and then Friday was kind of a flat day. For the most part, I don't think any of that means anything. People are still on holiday. And also one of the things to really kind of keep track of, when you see a move in any type of market or indice, is there any spec money flowing through the market? Are stocks breaking out, in terms of individual stocks? At least for me personally, I don't trade any indices and stuff like that. One of the things that really matters to me is, are there movers? Like, are there stocks making strong moves, strong breakouts? And you need a lot of them so that you can find them, right? If there's 20 or 30, then it's a pretty weak market because the odds of you kind of narrowing it down and finding those bad boys on time is a lot trickier. If there's hundreds of stocks moving in a nice, strong manner, then you got a lot of opportunities. You can really whip things around no matter what the indices are doing. So we saw both Thursday and Friday some big movers in individual stocks. They were the lowbrow type of stocks for the most part. China ding dongs, low floaters, things like that. But, there were still a lot of good, individual stocks having earnings and things like that. When you have something like a FEYE that has a 40% move, it's a $50 stock, right? That tells you all you need to know. There's an opportunity to play something. All you need is a few things to really have a good day. So market down 0.5% for the most part. That doesn't mean anything right now. We'll keep an eye on things. Obviously, I think most people, to start the new year off, would much rather, play the market on some type of retracement or something along that end. And so that's something that we'll have to keep an eye on in the S&P right now, is will we come back into kind of, a level of support like the previous level breakout here, right around 1,800 or so, right? That would give people a nice opportunity to come back and refresh some charts and plays, because it really sucks having to chase up stocks when the market's continuously making all-time highs, because at least in the back of your mind, you're always like, oh, shit, I load up on a bunch of swings and something bad could happen, or, right, we could pull back. And so a nice, easy-go-lucky pullback would be welcome. Let's take a look at some of these indices for the week. Hold on one second. What the heck just happened here? All right, I think that, I don't know what's up with these apples. Sometimes they just click on stuff. So, gold, right, nothing go lucky in gold. It looks like we have potentially, right, some type of double bottom action over here. But for the most part, gold's been such a turd for so long. I think that there's just so many other plays around there, right? So many easier plays, at least for me. I'm already losing half my hair. Just the more stress you have on this type of stuff, the worse off my trading gets. So I think there's a lot easier plays out there, even though it looks like maybe the support holds and we're bottoming. We don't know for sure. Same thing with silver, right? Same type of move. It's just under a lot of resistance. I think it's going to take time to kind of work its way back up and really break above some of these big levels of supply. Home builder still really, really strong. Breaking out to highs. You're seeing some good charts in this sector. That are about to break, and so kind of keep an eye on these. I find at least a day trade, home builders are really, really crappy to day trade for the most part. Even though they're not e-liquid, they just don't move clean for me. So I tend to find that they make better swing trades than day trades. Same thing with banks. You can't really day trade like Bank of America or some crap unless you have millions of dollars, because it just doesn't have enough range. The daily range is just not enough to really get it, and it trades really thick. But, right here, the XLF is looking great, so, banks are probably still looking strong. Let's take a look at some of these other sectors here. The Russell 2000, been pulling back for a couple days also, right? Similar type of look to the S&P. We're just in this monster trend, and it looks like for now, every single dip has been getting bought. The Qs, same type of move, right? Had a nice price move. We're just starting to inch our way back. We're right back on the 20-day moving average, so we'll see if that holds up as support. If not, maybe we'll come back to the 50-day. But still, overall, the overall trend is very, very strong. The FXI, you know what? The FXI is probably not a good proxy for the Chinese market anymore, because I saw Chinese stocks, at least the kind of the lower brow variety of them, are really, really making strong moves. I mean, I saw some monster moves, right? You're seeing, there's a lot of spec money going into the market in terms of Chinese stocks when you see 100% moves in some of these stocks. So probably I'm going to find a new proxy for, the Chinese markets. The FXI only tracks 25 stocks, but I would say that on a lot of my scans, I did find that there were a lot of Chinese stocks acting like movers. So you might want to keep an eye on some of the ones that, trade pretty well, like Kihu or, Sina or something along that end. Some of these bad boys might go at any second. So that's it for now, guys. I'm going to come up with a watch list in a hot second. I'll say this, from going through my scans, I did see a lot of stocks making moves, and I think that this week, whether the market pulls back or goes sideways, is not going to really matter. There's going to be more than enough stuff to play and really make a run of things. I will say keep an eye on these solars yesterday, because we saw some of these. We saw like companies like CSIQ not only have a breakout the other day, but then on Friday we had a kind of a big nasty dip at the open, and it got bought up, and then it really ran into the close. And so that to me is fairly bullish. And when you see a nice kind of clean breakout like this, this is probably the industry leader right now in terms of the best solar stock, in terms of how it moves and its chart and stuff like that. So if you keep an eye on some of these bad boys, we might see some continuation into the week. The proxy I use for that is TAN. So that's it for now, guys. I'll see you guys on a little bit. I'll post up a watch list in a hot second. Sorry for the late post. I'm out with all my family and my sisters and everybody, making my way. We're in California right now for New Year's, so it's only 6 o'clock over here, 6:30. So my time difference is all off. So that's it for now, guys. I'll see you all in a bit. Take care.